We're looking at a company and a registrant that hasn't been recognised on our Salesforce information on ProBench. So the name of the registrant is Lynn Pezzulo, and the name of the company is Deloitte Canberra. Now, I already know that Deloitte as a company is a member of the ITC, so my suspicion here is that what she should have put in is Deloitte LLP as the company, which would have been picked up on Salesforce, and then Canberra as her office when she was completing the checkup itself. So I'm going to go and have a quick look on Salesforce and make sure I'm right on that. So if we just search for Deloitte, and so we'll see that Deloitte LLP is indeed a level 1 BITC member. So we'll open up that account. Okay, and what we're going to do first of all is go and look at the sites they have. So just click on sites, and yes, there's plenty of non-UK sites in here. So we've got Mexico, Abu Dhabi, Ghana, France. It looks as though the membership is worldwide, not just UK. So now I'll have a quick look and see if she's on here as an individual at Deloitte already. And I'll just search for her separately. And no, these are all the leads that have been generated by ProBench and pulled into Salesforce. So we know she's not on here as an individual, either at Deloitte or at a subsidiary of Deloitte. So if we just jump back to the Deloitte record. So what we're going to need to do is create a new site if it doesn't already exist for Canberra. So we're just going to have a look down and see if Canberra's on the list already. And no, it's not. Okay, so I'm going to click New Site. Site name, Deloitte Canberra. I can't spell. And the address, well, I don't know that. I'll have to go and look it up. Okay, so that's just Googling now. So that's the Canberra page. Hopefully they've got an address on there. Okay. Scroll down to the bottom. There she is, Key Partners. So we even know what she looks like. Let's see if there's an address under her details. Yes, there is. Excellent. Okay, so copy the address line by line. Close that window down. Okay. So city, Canberra, and address 2 is Barton. And I want the zip code next. Just ACT apparently. Okay. Put in the website as well, might as well. Not quite as easy, is it? Let's go back a page. Forward a page because we'll need her details again in a moment. And is not UK, it's Australia, so that's right at the top. Continent. Pacific, I guess. And site region, non-UK. Type, I don't know, I suppose regional head office. I don't know the number of registrants at that site. Let's save. That's all we need there. Great, so there's a site, and what we need to do now is add a new site contact. First name is Min, and her surname is Lutz. Job level, no idea. Senior manager will say. Right, let's have a look. Oh, she's a partner, yep. So we'll need her phone number and email address. And I think that's all we need for now. Great. So now she exists and she's at Deloitte LLP. So we've got the Salesforce records up to date. What we need to do now is tally that with the records on ProBench. So I'm now going to go into ProBench, and I need to go to Administer Logins. And I need to look for Petsulo. I'm guessing there's only going to be one. Indeed. Right, so I'm going to go into her record now. So I suspect we have a Deloitte already on the system, so I can just switch her over to that. Deloitte LLP, CRI Line, that'll do. Okay, and I'll make her live. Depth. So all we're doing there is switching her from the organisation she typed in to the organisation we already have registered on the system. It's always easier if you can keep the individuals within a cohesive company rather than having an individual company for each person. It just makes things much cleaner, and it means that they can build up a community of participants and share information with each other, and hopefully build a sort of a cohesive image of their company based on what's going on in each region. So now she's up to date and we've got her sorted out. We're going to just go and have a look and make sure that's going to work. So I'm going to find Deloitte. There's quite a few, and that's the one we want to delete in a minute. That's the one that we just, this one is the one that we just set up her at. So I'm just going to log into that. And yes, you can see her as a registered participant. And they've got 2 credits already, so we don't need to worry about adding credits or anything else there. They've already got a survey ready to start. So I'm just going to click back and get to this level, and this is the organisation that was created when Lynn typed in Deloitte Canberra. So we're just going to go and have a look at that. And here it is. And yes, you can see it was created just 2 days ago by ProBench. Now, it's entirely up to you guys whether you delete the companies that were created accidentally, but it is cleaner and it just means that mistake won't be made again. So I'm going to delete that now. Are you sure? Yes, I am. Takes a little while for this. Has to go and delete things in a couple of different places on the system, so it always takes a little bit longer when that's the case. And it's done. Okay, so I am going to go and send her an email letting her know. So the first thing I do is copy her email address, hit new, add that in, and responsible business checkup registration activated, or something like that. Now I'm just going to change that because it's really annoying. Okay, so I think I've got a couple of different, no, that's not help, a couple of different signatures set up. So I'm not sure which ones I've got on the system. Let's just added in the same one again, that's no help at all. So what I have on the system somewhere, probably in the office, is a couple of different emails that I send out to people who have just registered. So I will just pause while I go and look for that. Okay, so I've now created an email, which we will post the text of below this video. Just explaining to Lynn that her registration came through to me for approval. I've changed some of the details she registered with to make things simpler for her, and explaining how she can register her particular submission as Deloitte Canberra. So it's easier to distinguish between that and any other Deloitte submissions. I've also outlined the extended package of support that we can offer, and some of the consultancy services that we're also able to offer in support of the rbcu. So I'll just send that off to her now, and her registration is now complete, and just have to wait and see what happens with it.